Hey, my fellow anglers and fishing fanatics. Welcome back to the channel, your go-to spot for all things tight lines and big catches. Today, we're diving deep into the much-anticipated fishing forecast for Wednesday, October 1st, 2025, across our amazing USA. Get ready, because this day holds some truly special opportunities, and I've got all the insider info you need to make it a memorable one on the water. This time of year, with the leaves starting to show their incredible colors and the air getting that crisp, refreshing bite, the fish are really starting to wake up. We're in that sweet spot of the fall transition, and if you know where to look and what to throw, you're in for a treat. Let's talk tactics, friends, because knowing your target makes all the difference. I've pinpointed a few key species that are going to be on the chew across various parts of the country. First up, largemouth and smallmouth bass. As those water temperatures cool, bass become more aggressive, packing on the pounds before winter. You'll want to focus on shallow coves, creek channels, and areas near submerged vegetation. Why? Because baitfish are congregating there, seeking slightly warmer water and cover, and the bass are right on their tails for an easy meal. For tackle, a medium-heavy spinning or casting setup with 10 to 15 pound fluorocarbon is ideal. Early morning and late evening, throw topwater lures like a walking bait or a popper to entice those aggressive strikes. As the day progresses, switch to swim baits or crankbaits to cover more water, or flip jigs into brush piles and under docks. Remember, a slow, deliberate retrieve can often outfish a fast one in these cooler waters. Next, let's talk about the ever-elusive walleye. In early October, walleye will be transitioning. Some will still be in shallower water, enjoying that last bit of warmth, but as the day progresses and the water cools further, they'll often move to deeper structures. Think about fishing around humps, drop-offs, and rocky points, especially those with access to deeper water. A light to medium-light spinning rod with 6 to 8 pound test is perfect. Your best bet for baits? Jigs tipped with live minnows or a soft plastic, worked slowly along the bottom. Troll crankbaits along contours at dawn and dusk. Pay close attention to your electronics. Walleye love to hug the bottom, so a good sonar is your best friend right now. For those of you chasing toothy critters, northern pike activity will be excellent. Fall is prime time for big pike as they follow migrating baitfish into shallower spawning areas. Look for them in and around deeper weed beds, rocky structures, and even along significant breaks where they can ambush prey. For pike, you'll need a stout, medium-heavy casting or spinning setup with a 20 to 30 pound braided line and a strong steel leader. Large spinnerbaits, crankbaits, and big swimbaits are killer. Don't be afraid to use bigger baits. Remember, big fish eat big meals. Early in the month, you can fish fairly fast, but as temperatures drop, slow down your retrieve, letting those lures hang longer in the strike zone. And let's not forget our panfish friends, the crappie. Crappie are also getting ready for winter, which means they're schooling up and feeding aggressively. You'll find them concentrating around submerged timber, brush piles, bridge pilings, and any other significant structure that offers cover. Look for them suspending over deeper basins in lakes as water temperatures fall. A light-action spinning rod with 4 pound monofilament or fluorocarbon is perfect. Small jigs, 1/16 to 1/8 ounce, tipped with minnows or tiny soft plastics are irresistible. A slow, steady retrieve or a gentle jigging motion will be key. Dawn and dusk are often the most productive times for crappie, so be out there early or stay a little later. Now let's break down the conditions for October 1st, 2025 across much of the USA. From my analysis of typical fall patterns, we're looking at a generally stable and pleasant day. Air temperatures will likely hover around 60 degrees Fahrenheit during the day, dropping into the low to mid-40s overnight. This cooling trend is exactly what triggers that increased fish activity. Atmospheric pressure is projected to be relatively stable with only slight, gradual fluctuations, which is usually a good sign for a consistent bite. Winds will be light to moderate, coming primarily from the west or northwest, likely between 5 and 10 miles per hour. This gentle breeze will create a nice ripple on the water, breaking up the surface and often encouraging fish to feed more confidently. We're expecting clear to partly cloudy skies with no significant precipitation. This stable weather pattern is fantastic. Fish don't like drastic changes, so this consistency should put them in a good mood. Water temperatures in most inland lakes and rivers will be in the low to mid-60s, gradually cooling towards the upper 50s in many regions. This temperature range is ideal for many species, stimulating their metabolism for that pre-winter feed. Coastal waters, particularly in the south, will remain warmer, perhaps in the high 70s to low 80s, but inland waters are truly embracing autumn. This cooling water pushes baitfish towards shallower, cover-rich areas, and the predators are right behind them. As for the lunar cycle on October 1st, 2025, the moon will be in a waxing gibbous phase with an illumination of about 65 to 72%. The moon will be about 9 to 10 days old since the last new moon. It will rise in the mid to late afternoon, becoming prominent in the eastern sky around sunset and visible through most of the night. Many anglers believe that a waxing gibbous moon leading up to the full moon often corresponds with increased fish activity, especially around moonrise and moonset. So, this lunar phase is definitely working in our favor. Considering all these factors, the cooling water, stable weather, and a favorable moon phase, my assessment for the bite on October 1st is good to very good. We're hitting that prime fall window where many species are actively feeding. The stable atmospheric pressure, coupled with cooling water temperatures, will encourage a consistent and aggressive bite, especially for our predatory species. Be ready for some action. All right, my friends, that's the lowdown for October 1st. I truly hope this forecast helps you put more fish in the boat or on the bank. So grab your gear, layer up, and get out there. May your lines be tight and your coolers be full. From my virtual fishing boat to yours, I wish you all tight lines and nikvosta nichishwi. Don't forget to hit that like button if you found this helpful. Subscribe for more forecasts and tips and tell me in the comments below. What are your plans for fishing this October? What species are you targeting and what's your go-to fall bait? Let's share some knowledge and make this fall fishing season the best one yet.